Hello, this is Bill Hahn. Welcome to this tutorial demo on how to install and enable the IBM BPM version 7.5.1 BPM Social CoachToolbar technical preview. So let's go ahead and get started. The first step is to import the BPM Social process app. So let's go ahead and in our process designer import the process app. We have to navigate to where we installed IBM BPM 7.5.1. And in my case, the installation directory was IBM BPM. So we go into version 7.5.1, go into yet another BPM subdirectory, into Lombardi, and then there's an imports subdirectory, and we choose BPM social-import.twx. When we import that, that brings in the intelligent BPM process application. So that's step one. Pretty straightforward and pretty quick. Step two is to go to a command prompt and navigate to that IBM BPM slash version 7.5 slash bin. So go to your home directory and navigate to the bin subdirectory, and there should be a setup command line bat file. If you run setup command line .bat, it'll set up your environment variable so that you can do the second part of this second step, which is to actually install the CoachToolbar infrastructure. So let's go ahead and navigate to BPM, Lombardi, CoachToolbar preview, and in there you'll see an install.bat file. Now, here's where we want to be a little careful about our user ID and password. You'll notice in my installation, my typical install of IBM BPM 7.5.1, I chose an administrative user ID and password of admin. You'll have an opportunity to choose what that should be. I believe the user ID defaults to BPM admin, and you may or may not change that. I think the default password is BPM admin 1. Regardless, make sure you use whatever admin user ID and password you chose or defaulted to when you installed IBM BPM version 7.5.1, and this works as it did on my machine for a typical install. So at the command line we type install space dash username space admin space dash password space admin. So the output of that command looks like the following. You can see when I ran that a little while ago, I typed in install dash username admin password admin, and over the course of about a minute I got this output, which installed some infrastructure to the server, and you can see down below it said build successful with RC equals 0. So assuming that works for you, then the result should be that you're able to go to, as we show in the tutorial demo, the hiring sample, run an instance of the process, and when you get to the coach for the hiring sample, you may or may not see this extra toolbar up here. If you don't see it, you can press Control plus F5 to refresh your browser cache, and it should show up. For further details of how this works, please view the accompanying video on using the hiring sample to exercise the BPM Social Coach Toolbar. Thank you for watching.